All right, well, hello and welcome back as we are getting ready for our final game of play-ins. As we are going to have the Arcadia Mages up against the Havana Highflyers. On your screen, of course, you can see the season recaps of these teams, with both ending up in the bottom four with that yellow number. But Arcadia one win better and ending are getting locked into that play-in 1 week later, as their win versus Calgary almost pushed them into the top six, but Santa Carla then winning ended up locking them down here anyway. Meanwhile, for Havana, quite a rough season, as they only pick up 2 wins, but one of them a pretty big one against New York later on. Question is just going to be if they can reach a similar height yet again, as we can then move over to our previous matchup. And of course, as we've said a couple of times, this one a long time ago, as it was a week 2 matchup that went to Havana in 5 games. A very back and forth, very close, almost reverse sweep, although it didn't come to be. Look at our final standings, as we have said several times. We're focusing on the bottom 4 this week, but here's where all the teams ended up. And then looking at our play-in schedule, you can see 1 game down, and this one still yet to go. As we can transition off that into our bracket, where you can see just 1 matchup left to be decided, and from there, the path will be clear. So a lot of important games, that'll all happen in 2 weeks. But for now, let's keep our focus on this match. As we can take a look at our stats and see that Koa and Banks are your key players, with it being a lot more split over on Arcadia. But looking at the team averages, they aren't very split, as it is a 5-1 advantage to the Mages. Demos are the exception for Havana. And then looking back at the player, it is goals and shot percentage going down to Anomaly, and assists going up to Chance. Then for Havana, it's shot percentage to Mellow, demos for Red Guy, and the other 4 to Banks. So, I think for Havana, this is going to be a difficult game. Again, Arcadia have struggled this season, and you would be wrong to say anything else. But, with that said, of course, they have had some fight. They have played some close series, including taking down that win over New York, which was absolutely a surprise to me and gave some hope that this team could be competitive. So we're going to have to see something like that. And as the stats show, it might have to come off some demos to put Arcadia off balance. On the other side, though, it's been a little bit of a run as of late for Arcadia, as they have won 2 straight series, going from 1-6 all the way to 3-6, and they've taken it off some pretty good teams with a 5-game win over Santa Carla and then a 4-game win over Calgary. So, of course, no full roster there for Calgary, but still an impressive win with the players who were there. And I mean, the question is, how far can they take it? Can they keep it alive? Can they pull themselves up into the top 8? And then what can they do from there? And that'll be the question for both of these teams, especially given the fact that their quarterfinal opponent will be Hanoi, who are probably the worst team to play for these lower teams, honestly. Because I think Hanoi, as we have seen for a full season, are a team almost more than any other who will take advantage of you being slower than you. Of you being slower than them, and will just kind of dominate the game. And so, what do you mean they, Chance? You're on the team. Actually, no, you weren't then, were you? Because that was before you got traded, yeah. It was 5 games. It was one that it kind of felt like neither team wanted to win. It was week 2, of course. It was a really long time ago. That it felt like, especially from Matt, there were a lot of mistakes in that last game. And it was just very back and forth. There were a total of 9 goals in that game 5. And so that was just kind of a very strange series. But, of course, did go the way of Havana. But a season later, just about. We'll see if it does the same. Because I think since then, Arcadia have started to pick it up as of late, while Havana have kind of continued to struggle. And I would say they've kind of downgraded their roster since then. Of course, having Zach to start out, Nope, that's wrong. Having Mincy to start out, then swapping over for Zach, that I'm not sure he even played with them, and then they end up with this roster. So, certainly a very different team on both sides, with Chance coming over to Arcadia and both Mello and Banks joining Havana. And I think just in general, again, based on everything, you gotta favor Arcadia. That, I don't know. Of course, we will be waiting to see how everyone gets in, and I'm interested to see how this one goes. We're always hoping for a closer series. As Amin asked how I'm doing in the in-game chat, and I think I'm just going to let them keep going. I'm going to just let them do that, I think. But, actually, no, I'm going to join them. We're just going to do that. But, yeah, a score prediction's hard. I'm hoping it would be cool if this could be 6 games or more, because we haven't gone beyond 5 yet. But I would also take 5 just because we have had 2 sweeps out of the 3 games played before this one. So, yeah, I would like to believe in a closer series. And so kind of going off that, I'm going to go Arcadia in 6. I could see them being a lot more one-sided than that. I could see it being a closer game. But I'm going to have to favor Arcadia, and I'm trying to lean into a closer one, just kind of hoping it happens. As we are still waiting on one of our teams to join. They are in their call, so I'm hoping that they join soon. But, hey, we're going to have to wait and see, because I have no other information. So, we'll find out. But, yeah, I mean, I've talked about the teams. I don't know how much else there is to say, really. I think, honestly, it's going to be very difficult for either of these teams. I think Arcadia simply have more of a chance. I mean, you can even think Arcadia took a game off Chicago a couple weeks ago. That, again, I think Hanoi are probably the worst team for any of these play-in or like bottom 6 teams in the league to play against. Because I think Hanoi are just so oppressive in their gameplay. And these teams will just struggle a lot more with that. As we are indeed now going to have everyone in. I'm just going to cover the chat. Okay. I'm going to do that because, you know. But either way, we are going to get into this one. And so we load in game number 1. It's going to be Arcadia in blue, Havana in orange. Again, Arcadia going to be heavy favorites, but we'll see if they can get it done on the field. Or if Havana can put up a fight and make this a closer series, maybe punching their own ticket to the next round. Anomaly trying to follow this one up. Does jump. Chance will go instead, but it's just a pass to Red Guy until Chance gets a big dunk the other way. Back down off the ceiling again. Banks over to the right side. Anomaly trying to bring it down. This one now bounced away. Anomaly looking for a center, but can't get a piece of it. Chance now away. Koa back in. Off the bar. Anomaly trying to play it, but doesn't get power. Just pops it up, and it's cleared away as Havana hold on. Chance bumped off of this one as well, but Red Guy dunked by Anomaly as they attempt to maintain pressure. Mellow away. Koa just gets there for a dunk. Now Banks awkward off his own corner. Chance will win the race, and Chance will get first blood. That's goal number 1 to Arcadia as they set up shop in the orange half and eventually find their way through. So a clean start for the Mages, but we'll see if they can keep it up. Anomaly trying to send this one down, now cleared away. That one just bounces by 1. Chance now in the air again. Another one tapped across. Red Guy trying to jump. Banks in the air as well, but all 3 players will miss. Chance, though, another pop-up looking for a bump. Won't find much. Defense just kind of waiting patiently, trying to get a good play, and that will help as Red Guy able to beat 1. But he's 50'd right back in by Anomaly as Havana are still stuck. Koa, another pop. Saved up high by Mello. That'll get over Chance, but Anomaly's there. Pop up in the air, reset, looking for one off the back wall. It's a 50 out to the corner. No one really able to play it. His chance will get dunked by Banks. Now it's a 1v1, but Melo's early flick won't get a lot done. And so Arcadia will survive. They'll get it back to the midfield. And they'll kind of just erase the Havana pressure. Although they'll attempt to begin it anew. Banks on it once more. Anomaly up towards the side wall. Koa already on it, but that touch a little bit lacking. Will allow Havana to keep diving at it. Chance another touch, just trying to make it awkward, but Melo unfazed. He'll get it knocked down. Koa, though, towards the corner. Anomaly will fake it out. Banks a clean catch. Demo on one back, but Banks will still buy a lot of time. Might set up Melo, but it would have been wide, and Anomaly cuts it away anyway. Now bang downfield again. Banks trying to tap it back. No one on that one. Now down the sideline trying to play it away. Dropped down again, but Koa gets it out. Now down off the ceiling. Red guy looking for a shot, but Chance is waiting. And we'll get it out to the side. I mean, Lemon, the time since Mincy joined Miami disagrees. As Red guy looks for another shot down. Everyone died, but it's Chance to get the save. 2 minutes left to go here. Still a 1-0 Arcadia lead as this game is kind of flipped. Havana have had so much pressure in the last minute or two here, but nothing that's found the back of the net just yet. And so for now, the Mages are still clinging to their lead. Koa now jumping in for this one. A pop across. Anomaly's up early. Shot just high. There's a miss. Chance is there, but Banks saves it away. Anomaly now turning, but Banks gets there first, and Havana break out. And so they survive the pressure, and they hold their lead. Oh, now another bump. One down off the corner. Red guy trying to play it across. They're kind of awkward, but Chance will play it well. He'll get it all the way downfield. Blocked out to the side yet again. Anomaly trying to jump in. This one dunked off the left wall. Banks already up. Fakes out one. The cut, but Chance gets a dunk. No one's back, but Red guy will try to dive. Mizzy may have set up an Arcadia player, but the shot doesn't fall on target. 1 minute left to go now. The time continues to drop lower, and it continues to just kind of be stable. That call once again will clear it out to the left wall here. Now he'll play it forward. Red guy dropping it down. Chance out off the right side, dropping down center. Koa on the catch. 50 back forward. It's now under it again. Flick downfield. Following it down the sideline. Now played down into the corner. This one dropped back. Chance trying to 50 it forward. Now it's out to the left again where Melo's there to pick it up. But Koa's there to take it away. Chance on it next. 30 seconds left to go. Havana in need of a goal. Big save there by Banks as now Red guy tries to start what could be their final attack. Wins a 50 in. Koa makes a save. Banks diving again off the back wall. Melo shoots. Melo scores. Tie game. 9 seconds left to go. And Havana pull it level. The defense breaks down and falls short for Havana. And just like that, we have parity as time runs down. That one close from Koa, but it finds its way high. Anomaly looking for a pass. Chance will jump in. Going off the sidewall. Pop up. It'll reach the back wall. 50 to the side again. Arcadia pushing here, but starting to run low on boost. This one might drop. Melo will keep it up for now, but for how long? Koa drops it, and it's OT in game one. Red guy winning it into the corner again. Chance trying to follow it, now pinched back down. Melo into the corner, pinching it around. There's a demo on the goal line. No one's really back, but Chance will still pop it away. Red guy now going to the mid boost. He'll pop it over one. Bump to the ceiling will negate his follow-up as Anomaly a good aerial demo there. Trying to relieve some pressure, and it looks like it'll succeed, but it's a fantastic spawn for Banks. And he's able to bang it all the way downfield. Red guy now going to get faked, but Melo will still get the clear right back in. Chance and Anomaly both diving. They will get it past midfield, and that's a bit of an awkward touch by Banks, but Red guy's still going to be uncontested. Red guy now around the outside. That's a bad touch by Koa, but the shot rings just wide. It's now by Red guy, but Melo will try to pinch it back in. Koa High through the air, looking for a pop down. Now red guy trying to pop it back in. Anomaly catching it down. Chance off the left wall. In by Mello. Red guy won't connect on the bump. It's almost a giveaway though. Koa now getting bullied in the net, but Anomaly just going to slow it down, work a 50, and that'll set up Chance for a clear. Over one. Trying to bump two, won't really find it. Koa though turning around again, waiting under it, looking for another play. Koa looking for an option to his left, but red guy 50's it a bit too high for Anomaly, and so it'll be Chance having to play it in himself. He does pretty well, but Banks is on the line for another save. Anomaly 50 back to Koa. Koa up high, but Mello's ready for it. 100 seconds elapsed in OT, and it's Anomaly who calls game. Arcadia, get it back. Red guy just caught a little bit too awkward on the line and watches it fly on by. And so after a bit of a long OT, this series will start with a win for the team in purple, as they are going to, I believe, get outshot 12-10, but they'll get the win with that one extra OT win, one extra OT goal nonetheless. As we now get ready to load in towards game number 2, and I think certainly things to look at for both teams, as obviously Havana just didn't have a lot of pressure, didn't have a lot of strength, even though they get more shots. Kind of didn't feel like it, although of course, as we saw them point out, Arcadia did also get 10 saves. So I think it was a pretty strong defensive showing for both sides. They would just love to get more offense to make that feel more comfortable. But either way, we do load in game number 2. Arcadia just barely getting that extra win, or that first win in the last game, and they're gonna start strong again. Chance off the kickoff. One touch forward, one dunk under Mello, and it bounces in. And the Mages will take an early lead, and they will score first yet again in the second game of this series. And now the pressure starts to build. Of course, still plenty of time in this game, and especially in this series for Havana. But at the same time, you really don't want to lose the first 2 games. That's a lot of momentum, and that is still quite a hole to get back from. That's almost a second goal there, but Mello, good defense, able to get back in time. Red guy, another 51. Koa gonna be a little bit alone here, but that back pass from Anomaly will help him out. Anomaly now under it. Pass across, just gonna play it himself. There's a 50 down. Chance will find another 50 up. Koa up alone, finds one touch forward. Mello should be there to catch it, and will do just that. Looking for a cut, but it's dunked away by Chance. Red guy now a flick downfield, but Koa's there to just pop it away. And now it turns into an open net. I'm not entirely sure where that came from, but either way, it's 2-0. As, okay, it was bullying. I believe that was Chance just removed Banks from the net. He very roughly escorted him away, and it was just a red carpet left. And so Koa gets up, gets that shot on target, and doubles his team's lead. Looking for 50 there. Chance won't find it. Anomaly will. Red guy will beat Koa to it as well. Low boost on Chance. He'll still find a good clear. That'll force Mello into a save. Banks now jumping early. Will beat Chance, but it's free for Koa. His first touch, though, a little bit too far forward, and so he'll end up just kind of wasting a lot of boost as he won't get back to it very well. Red guy now waiting under it on the dribble, on the 50, and the goal. 2-1, Havana fight back. Chance a little bit too passive there. Red guy puts himself behind it and forces it in. And that is the first goal of the game to the Highflyers. Chance now staying under it, looking for the play over to the side. Dumped back away. Koa now popping it up in the air. Red guy waiting under it. Up high, but it's just free for Anomaly in the end. Mello dunked by Chance as well. Demo by Red guy should help, but Banks touch a little bit rough, although Red guy will help out once again. Double commit, both will miss. Mello trying to pop it up. Chance in a bad spot. Not a great touch, but no one dives. Koa gets it away, and then it skips off Mello all the way downfield. and almost in, although that shot finds its way just barely wide off the post. And now Banks tries to turn it the other way. That shot is wide. Chance will play it out to the corner. Chance now able to make Banks awkward, able to pop over one, only one back. It's over Mello. It's in their net. Chance beats all three. A high double, and Chance does it all to bring his team's lead right back up to 2 as it's 3-1. Over half of the game left to go. But Chance is stepping up. Going for another play here. Banks off the side looking for another. Oh, instead get a long clear. That guy now back down off the ceiling. Chance trying to get it away. Mello down off the sidewall. It'll bounce back center. Mello now watches it go. Banks the shot, but Anomaly will dive back even with a low boost tank. Red guy, though, that is an absolute slot. And he gets it back with his second of the game. I mean, he just waits back on it, rolls it through, and it goes right in the bottom left corner. Pretty perfect placement there. And despite there being defenders, they kind of just had no chance at it. And so, 30 seconds after the last goal, Havana once again get on the board from Red Guy, and they're back within 1 here. As this one almost fakes its way through, not only able to get 1 block plus a second. They will need more, but that one will help out by Chance. He'll get bumped, but he'll still get back to it. That makes it awkward for Red Guy. Anomaly now killing it for Koa, but Koa not able to get much on the flick, and so it's saved out to the side. Chance to drop down. It's kind of bouncing in free space. No one gets there until Anomaly puts it high. Mello now with control. Popped up by Banks. Chance is alone. He'll get a touch away. Red Guy trying to dive, though. He'll 50 right through him. Anomaly might have faked him out as he drives around the ball. Banks not able to connect on that one either. Mello trying to slow it down. Kind of low boost to his name, although he does have half a tank, and he'll cut over to the mid boost. Nevertheless, a 51 by Chance. Chance off the post. Everyone's missing, but the shot is too slow. Banks gets a save. Red Guy the other way. It's high. Where's Mello? A bit too slow. The defense holds on. And we will be denied an end-to-end goal this time. And the lead remains with Arcadia. Oh, another double 50'd out to the sidewall. Red Guy now trying to wait under it, pop up high in the air towards the backboard, but it's popped out to the side right afterwards. Banks now back down. Anomaly trying to drop it in. Looking for another one around. Red Guy will be there. He'll shoot it downfield. Now it's out off the side. Now Red Guy finds the slot. It's tied. Hat trick for Red Guy, and he puts his team on his back. Finds the shot right behind the defense. And with 36 seconds left to go, it's not as late as last game, but it's another equalizer as time starts to run down. This time, of course, Havana going to be trying to finish the job, trying to get themselves the game win, as one more goal could be enough on either side. Banks now around the sidewall, just a big clear downfield. Koa left alone. That touch not fantastic. It will get it out towards the corner, but now Mello tries to pass it back. Red Guy in the air has to drop. Anomaly's touch will find Chance. Chance downfield. Mello's already back. Out off the corner. That finds grass. And for the second game in a row, it's OT in game 2. Mello a win deep into the corner, looking for a center. Chance will pop it back up in the air. Chance now following it again. This one passed back out to the left wall. Red Guy trying to wait on it. Looking for the play down. Gets a reset, but Anomaly plenty of time for a save. Koa now misses the boost, so all he can do is bang it, and it's easily played there by Banks, who beats one already. Fortunately bumps his teammate, which does slow their attack. Still, he'll win a 50. Now it's Koa on his back line. One pop, looking for a dribble, and a flick. Anomaly under it. 50'd by Banks. It might be on target. Chance can't hit it. And Banks hits the post. Anomaly almost own goals, and it's somehow not in. Red Guy saved by Koa. Red Guy up again, off the bar, finally in. Banks ties the series. I have no clue what just happened. But I know Havana have tied it. As after whatever that is, they finally find the goal. They'll once again outshoot them 10-7, and this time they get the extra goal to go with it. And so this series is all tied up at 1, and we have a match. As we'll look towards Urban Central, of course, a little bit less meaningful than in a best of 5 now, as there won't be any match points decided here. But still a very important matchup for both teams. Very important game. As at this point, both teams have won very close games. And so if one can win a little bit more convincingly, they will put themselves pretty clearly in the favored position for the series. So, of course, it's going to be another tough one. We'll see if a team can take it in regulation. But that's all still to be determined as we load in game number 3. Havana get one back, and so now we're tied. But that won't stay for long. Someone has to jump back in front, and let's see who it'll be. Banks trying to chase this one. Anomaly off the side. Mello's there in the air. 50 down into the corner. Koa now chasing it back, waiting behind it again. Another one 50'd up in the air. Anomaly getting beat. Mello's there, but it's 50 out wide. Chance now under it. A dribble. It's open. 3 games. 3 first bloods for Arcadia. And they lead once more. Chance takes the dribble and makes his way through them all. Now drop down yet again. Mello trying to follow it back. Trying to play it down. Now Banks, another one sent downfield. Chance trying to go back. A little bit scary of a touch there. Unpunished so far. This one a high pop, but a bit too far across the net. Will be dunked to keep the pressure, and that's another good doink by Red Guy. But just not going to turn into much. His chance to be able to get it back towards midfield yet again. Banks now gets bumped. Koa did get faked, but he'll get back to it, although his touch is right at Red Guy. Red Guy now up in the air, but it's taken away by Koa. Koa, 1 touchdown, a fake down low. 50, but chances on it. First touch high, second touch wide. It gets harmlessly to the corner, and it remains 1-0. Both teams have had dangerous opportunities. Both teams have had pressure, but neither one able to add on to the total just yet. Chance now drops for a reset, just waiting behind it. Thinks about a must-see, but it's pretty easily blocked by Banks. Banks now in the air again. Pretty easy clear away, but Anomaly's there to keep the pressure back on. Arcadia trying not to give them any opportunities, but it seems like Red Guy might take one of his own. Koa's save is lacking, but chances will help a little bit more. Anomaly diving next, ceiling pinch down, but into free space, and no one's ready to play it. Red Guy now a roller down to Banks. Banks to the back wall. Koa will block it wide. Red Guy trying to recenter it, but it's Chance to send it away. Banks now up in the air again. One reset, looking for a shot. It's down off the ceiling, and Koa wins another 50. Red Guy now left alone, needs to buy time, and he'll do just that with a big stop there towards his final third. With a good save as well as we continue to go back and forth in this game. So certainly a lot more like, well, honestly, just a lot like each of the first 2 games, as we have a pretty close scoreline and these teams going back and forth in terms of attacks. And so the question will be, honestly, when will Havana tie it up? Because it feels like it's all but a guarantee at this point, based on the series we've had. But the question is, will they wait until the end, or will they do it a little bit sooner? And can Arcadia potentially add to their lead before we get there? Only gets to 50 there, turns into a double commit, but Red Guy does get the touch forward. Doink will go the wrong direction, though, and so Chance will get a chance to play it. Up high in the air, carry down, got the bump, but won't be enough to set up a proper shot. Owen now trying to wait on it again, but that one gets behind him. Another pop over one. Max forced to bring it down. Now Anomaly out from the corner. Another one centered out. Koa trying to pop it over. Low boost on Anomaly. The bump will help, but Bank stands tall. He gets the save away, and he keeps his team in this game. And so another big clear. Havana going to be forced to reset once more. The stops are there. They are maintaining the deficit and not allowing it to grow out of ability to come back. But still, despite that, they haven't found that offense. They haven't found the goal they need. And so each one of these chances, despite being blocked, is just succeeding and wasting away more and more of that time. This one's flicked away. Now centered back out. Mello is on it. Quick shot. Chance will save. Anomaly trying to dive back in. Now played off the corner, red guy, but Banks saved away. Chance gets a good piece of that one. Mello trying to win it forward next. Koa up high. Anomaly diving forward. Banks will knock it back down. Chance following it again. Anomaly not able to connect on it. Koa will. It's wide of the net though, and pretty easily responded to. Anomaly now another pop-up over one. Flick off the right wall. Chance is there! An absolute steamer! A banger even. And it's 2. 2-0 Arcadia. 22 seconds left to go. And Havana have a mountain to climb now, as it feels Arcadia may have just iced the game. We've seen late heroics, but this one is gonna be a little bit too much to happen, and Arcadia regain the lead in the series as this one finds the floor. With a 2-0 game, Arcadia do avoid OT as they once again get outshot 8-5. They've yet to have more shots yet in this series, I believe. But it's getting them the wins as they will move up to 2-1 in the set. And so as we look towards the Coliseum, Arcadia 1 game away from match point, but Havana going to be with the possibility to tie things right back up. And by the way, to answer the discussion in the chat, as we do load in for game 4 here, pretty much the line for Prism, which is the upper league and has now top limit, the highest player in it is a 2K, which it is salaried, but you know, that's still pretty big. The lowest are going to be high GC1, if not GC2. Then you get into Prism, or you get into, before that, Banks gets another goal. 21 seconds in, Koa a little bit too stuck there, doesn't have boost, and Banks, a banger bar down. And so it's 1-0, and that's the first blood of the series for Havana. But as I was saying, below Prism is Pixel, which again caps out at where Prism begins, so probably like low GC1, high GC1, like somewhere in there, and goes all the way down. And I'd say the range of Pixel is probably high GC1s to some of the lowest are probably Diamonds. The players who are going to get play and not be subs are going to be like Champ 2 range, you know? So technically, there is no lower limit to Pixel. There is no upper limit to Prism. But there is a range that most players fall into. And you're not as likely to get picked up if you fall below, like, Champ for Pixel. Diamond, you could be a 4th. As while we're talking about that, Anomaly able to just kind of fake them all out. Didn't have the boost to speed it up. And it sets up Koa, who finds that shot top left. And gives Arcadia the goal they need to tie things right back up. And now Chance finds it back into the corner again. It'll bounce up towards the ceiling. Now rolling back out. Anomaly drops it down, but no one's there to shoot, and it's cleared away again. Koa now trying to pop it away. This one passed over to the side. Chance trying to dive over. Now it'll recenter. That guy trying to win it forward. Two demos there by Koa should open up some space, and they'll sure need it because that miss will make things awkward. Red guy up, trying to punish it. He'll clear it down. Low boost on most of the mages, but still the 50s are holding strong for now. No touch there by Anomaly. Chance gonna leave this one to Koa, but Red guy's getting there, and he will earn a 50, although Koa plays it well. Banks now up the left wall, not able to get much more on that. Chance chasing it over to the side. Mello now trying to recenter it. Nothing on that one. Koa's roaming, and Chance will bail him out. Almost looked like it could be an error to give another goal, but Arcadia once again managed to hold on. Is this one scary? They tried to move ahead, and it might have worked, but Mello's able to get back. Both Anomaly and Koa, well, before that, okay, never mind, it doesn't matter. Arcadia score. Chance gets the center. Mello trying to wait under it, but Koa 50s it right off his car. Arcadia have scored 2 straight goals, and it's now 2-1 in their favor. Now, as I was saying, a little bit too aggressive there maybe by Arcadia, but of course, Chance able to play it well enough, it ends up fine. As we have certainly seen Arcadia index into a little bit more aggression this game. We're seeing more demos, as we see right there. We're seeing more pressure, we're seeing more quicker and kind of optimistic in their level of aggression rotations. But we'll see how things go. That one's popped forward, but then it's saved away again. Anomaly trying to play it. 50'd over to the left wall. Koa already waiting behind it. Shot forward. Off the back wall. Dropping down. Chance wins it through. 2 minutes left to go. It's 3-1 Arcadia as they have scored 3 straight goals. Still time left to play here, but it is starting to look quite confident and comfortable for the Mages. Although given the series we've watched, it is entirely likely that they very well might give this back up to Havana. So we'll have to see. Chance though trying to play it forward, will get a double, but not towards the net. Oh, now out off the side yet again, dropping down. Red guy following it. Now Anomaly another 150 downfield. Bouncing away around the corner. Chance looking for the play in. He'll find it. It's a doomsday dish for Chance. And it's 4-1 for Arcadia. We've seen him go for it, and he'll get it this time. And the Mages are starting to control this series. Out off the sidewall yet again. Shot forward. Koa won't connect on a shot. Chance now trying to pop it back in. Banks getting up, knocks it back down. Chance down into the corner, but now bumped off it yet again. Looking for a follow, will get a 50, but still loses it backward. It is right in Anomaly, but no power on the shot, and Banks will get there in plenty of time. That high shot blocked away by Chance, as there's now 1 minute left to go. Time starting to run thin for Havana. They're going to need to find a goal soon. They're going to need to take this one back, as there was an attempt at a pass, but Red guy unable to get out of the way. Even if it was on target, and even if it was an attempt at a pinch intentionally. Koa now tries to center this one out and get another dunk. A little bit high for Anomaly, but he will pop it up to make it awkward. Chance now out towards the side. Dunked by Red guy, but Anomaly keeps it to the side. Chance will recenter. Koa's there. 1-on-1. Low fake. Won't get a goal, but will buy more time. Anomaly now trying to bring it down again. This one off the back wall. Mello waiting behind it. Koa blocks it over to the right side. Banks now bumped off it again. Pinch down towards the corner. Red guy trying to get away. There's a demo. Now up in the air. Mello, another long clear downfield. Looking for another 50. Blocked away by Koa. The time will run down. And Arcadia are on triple match point. They are 1 game away from the playoffs, as they will outshoot them here 10-4. I believe their first game doing so, And it converts to a pretty dominant, pretty convincing win here in game number 4. And so we move forward to game 5. Last life for Havana as they need to win 3 straight. But can they pull it back? Or can Arcadia close it out? As I believe we have a black screen, so that'll slow things down for just one moment. But we'll get the lobby back up. We'll get this one moving. Really just feels correct, doesn't it? As soon as we're starting to feel it come to an end, as soon as we're starting to see a team take the advantage and take control, we immediately are slowed down. But hopefully not for long. As let me just make sure both teams know that the lobby is up, and we'll get them back in, and then we'll get this game going. As for Havana, we just need to see them have more control than in that game. And that might mean needing to respond to the demos, because we saw so much more aggression there from our team in blue. And there really wasn't a lot that Havana could do about it. As we saw, like we mentioned, the first game in which Havana got outshot. And as a result, they fell short. They fell very short, getting outscored by 3 in the end. But they aren't out yet. And so we load in game number 5 in the Aquadome. Let's see if Havana can send us to Neo Tokyo for the first time, or if Arcadia are just going to level up again. Chance trying to go up towards the ceiling. Another shot down, bouncing in, but it's off the bar. Oh, another one back. Anomaly up the right side, looking for an air dribble across. Chance waiting back, won't be able to dive. Chance now chasing it down the sideline, up and around the corner. He'll follow it back down as it now gets played away. High in the air, it's Red Guy. It's 1-0. Havana score first for the second time this series. And that might be the goal that gives them life. Still a long ways to go in this game and in this series. But at the very least, it's a start, as they'll keep on adding. 2-0. Well, I have to disagree, Kellen. But it's Mello. Just a banger from the corner. Finds the angle, and now it is starting to look a lot better for Havana. Of course, still a lot of time left for Arcadia, but they're going to need to use it because they're going to need to stabilize. And this one popped up in the air by Banks. Koa's ready to play it. Going for a reset. Over one, but it's not threatening the net. That one will, but Koa stuck in the way. Saves it away. Not a whole lot he can do there from what we saw. But that's a little bit tragic. And it stays 2-0. Now drop down, Koa with a catch. Won't get much on the pinch. We'll get the mid boost as Anomaly tries to play it forward. It's free though for Banks, and he'll win a clean 50 downfield. Mello slowing it down, but Chance will dunk it right back away. They'll try to keep the pace up. Anomaly dropping it down. Passed away. Koa's there, but again, the shot lacks power. Low from Anomaly will buy space for Chance. He'll pop it straight up in the air. Missed by Mello. Hit by Chance. Down to Koa. But right at Red Guy, he'll make the save. Banks now up early. Sets up Red Guy, who finds it to the midfield boost. Wrong way by Koa, but it's right to Chance. He'll get it down to the back wall. Problem is, Banks is already lurking there, and he'll get it away yet again. Koa now off the corner. Anomaly gonna be first to go. Pops it up in the air. Banks, a shot. On and in. They can't reach it. Banks makes it 3. And Havana are staking their claim on the Aquadome. Of course, still half the game left to play, but it's now a 3-goal lead for the Highflyers. As that one will bounce wide again, everything falling a bit more their way this time. As Anomaly shot is saved away by Banks again. Chance looking for Koa, won't get the touch he needs. Koa keeping it off the corner, but now it's Mellow up in the air. Anomaly off the left wall. Banks trying to get it away. Chance now another one floating, but Mellow saves it. Chance trying to play it down. 50 back to Anomaly. Anomaly in the air. To the back wall. Saved away again. Koa trying to pop it forward. Next, it's Chance on it. But not going to happen. Banks now down off the ceiling. Looking for another clear downfield. And Chance will get it away. No one on that one. Now Chance shot forward, but cleared away by Red Guy. Koa now out off the side. Mellow not able to get up to it. Red Guy now following. Out to the side again. Popped in the air. Banks will send it away. Chance now trying to bring it down. Mellow in the air. This one down off the ceiling. A bump comes through. Now out to the side. Still more bumps. Mostly team bumps there. As Arcadia are desperately trying to force their way forward, but they just aren't succeeding. 1 minute left to go. It is still a 3-goal lead, and Havana are showing no signs of stopping. Red Guy off the corner again, won't get back to it. Koa looking for a clear. He'll find it to the back wall. Banks trying to find it across. High off the ceiling. Mellow dives in. Chance wins the play. Red Guy now in the air. Anomaly forward. Red Guy saves it again. Now trying to drop it down. Red Guy looking for another one. Popped across. Low boost on Banks. It could be one. It will be one. It's a long way up, but at least they'll start the journey. 25 seconds left to go. Arcadia now down 2. They need to get another goal fast. But early control falls to Havana. Mellow saved by Koa. It's over Red Guy, but Banks wins it back in. Time dwindling. Chances disappearing. And on match point, backs against the wall. Havana step up and they keep the series alive as they force Game 6. They're not done yet. This time they'll get outshot 9-7, but they will get more goals, and it won't be very close in the process. And that now leaves Arcadia to ponder. What do they need to do? How do they get back into this one? How do they regain control? Meanwhile, of course, for Havana, you got to take it one game at a time. You can't let that momentum get ahead of you. Is it going to black screen again? That's crazy. That's crazy. So, we are going to have another slight pause as we are going to need to remake the lobby. Hopefully it'll load me out so I can get it remade quickly. But we will see. Guys, let me get my message pre-typed. So that I can just make the lobby and then pre-fire it. There we go. Okay. And so we will wait just one moment to get everyone back in, and then we will get underway here. As this will be a very important... By the way, I just want to show you guys because it's hurting me. Why is the camera so off-center? Anyway, this, of course, a very important game to this series. Arcadia were on triple match point. They were on the brink of taking this series down. But Havana now attempting to turn the momentum. Will they succeed, or will the mages regain their control? As we don't have people back in yet, which is a little bit confusing to me, but hopefully why ever that is, gets resolved soon and we'll get everyone back in. Or I could get a message if there is a greater issue, but hoping that won't be the case, and we'll see. Odd. Let me remake again, because I'm guessing that's the case for both teams. So let me just leave and remake, and if it's still happening, then I'll change the pass. But we'll see. Oh. Well, now it's not letting me make a game, it seems. Odds the servers died? Case John? I mean, yeah, that is what would happen. If the servers are dead, we might have to, like, push the next games. Like, the last game or two. Which would be so cooked. Let me change the pass. Okay, now it let me make. Let's see if it lets you join. So I updated the name. It's the same password. It let me make. Let's see if it'll let them join. But a little bit of a pause here. Hopefully it won't ice things too much, as it does seem like at the very least servers are okay. And we do have one team in at the very least, so we'll get the other one in once one player gets their game restarted, and then we'll have a game. So certainly a little bit of a rough pause, a little bit of a momentum killer once again, this time probably in favor of Arcadia, but we'll see how much it matters once we get this one back underway. Certainly still feels like it is Arcadia favored, but I mean, if Havana come out strong again, that could quickly flip. And so we'll have to see as we load in game number 6. Finally here, our longest series of the play-ins. Will it continue, or can Arcadia finish them off? Fresh 5 minutes on the clock. 5 minutes away from knowing where this series will go next, if it does at all. And that's a good start for the Mages. 9 seconds in. Chance pops it up. Anomaly dunks it home. An alley-oop to give the Mages first blood. Off the side yet again. Mello trying to pop it up. Koa will bang it down. Low boost, and Red Guy can't stop it. 2-0. The lead grows for the Mages, as that was an absolutely belted ball there by Koa. And Red Guy just had no chance. Now trying to pop it out wide. Kind of awkward here. We'll give Mello a look at it, but Koa's able to get up and pop it away. We know another one dropped down. This one around the outside. Chance a roller away, and Anomaly will help out with another clear. Now Koa trying to pop it away again. Finds Anomaly. Bar down. 3-0. Anomaly slots this one. Bar down just barely into the bottom corner. Takes a skip off the post just to make it that much closer. But Arcadia all over them here to start game 6. Thanks following it downfield. That guy to get it down towards the corner. Now Anomaly trying to clear it away. Mello another one pop forward. Koa trying to drop it down. This one cleared away, and it's Banks to put Havana on the board. And they are one closer. And there's still a lot of time left to go, so this one is far from out of reach. Red Guy, though, another clear forward, trying to find this one. It'll be Koa on it next. Now Koa, another one dropped down, rolled out. Mello trying to wait, gets the flick. Chance will save it away. Now Banks on it yet again. Anomaly to send it downfield. Chance trying to follow it, demoed off it. Now Koa up in the air. Another one bounced down towards the corner. Popped up again. Now no one able to connect on that one. Koa will pass, but no one's there to shoot. Chance will look to play it forward. Won't get too much. Chance off the back wall yet again. Another bump, but Banks stands tall. He's just waiting, letting them come to him. But the problem is Arcadia are doing so, and they're just holding on to pressure, as that's a pass, almost a goal steal, and that might have been a block. Chance went for a 50. I know it hit off Anomaly, and it might have gone wide as a result. This one's out off the side yet again. Anomaly looking for a flick downfield. Red Guy will drop it down. Now up high off the corner. Red Guy trying to get it away. Down off the ceiling yet again. Banks trying to clear it out. Now off back wall. Banks is there. It's a 1-goal game. Havana get one closer yet again. The defense just a little bit too awkward for Arcadia. And with just over half the game left to play, it grows closer. Banks another save, trying to get it down the sideline. Chance will pop it up, low boost for the follow-up as Banks will steal the corner, just making sure they're by sitting on it, but of course does get it in the end, so it works out well enough. Banks now on the ball again. He has been the player for Havana, as we have often seen with this team. But do they have another magic moment? Do they have another goal? 2 minutes left to play is a lot of time, but they do need to find at least one more. 2 more even to get the win. This one will get banged down to the corner. Koa trying to jump up. Won't be able to connect very much. Chance now clear. They'll get all the way out to the other side. Down off the back wall. Now dropped away again. Banks trying to get it away. That'll go around the corner. Chance trying to drop it down. Now Chance following it up on the dribble, on the cut, but it's sent over to the side wall. Koa now down off the ceiling, dropping back down. Red Guy a big 50 downfield. Chance now up in the air. This one rolled down. Mello up in the air. Anomaly sends it away. Chance now trying to get it down towards the corner. Another 150 to cross, but it won't make its way in. Now Mello, another one pinched across. Red Guy not able to get there. There'll be Banks out into the corner. Now Banks trying to pop it out again. Chance is waiting under it, looking for the reset, but it'll be blocked away by Mello. Red Guy now up again. Chance off the backboard. Banks will clear it away. Another one in the air here from Koa. It's off the back wall. It's cleared away by Mello. Anomaly on it next. Koa back down off the back wall. Now played back away. Banks waiting behind it. Won't get much on it. Mello, another one ground pinched forward. Koa just trying to keep it away. Havana have regained control of this one. But can they get the goal? Because for now, they're still trapped back. This one floating, but no one's going to be ready for it. Anomaly, though, won't get back. There's a misread. That could have been the opportunity, but instead it's cleared out yet again. Final 10 seconds. Shot won't connect there, but there won't be a shot for Havana. Assumedly, at least, as there's a save, and that should secure it. Arcadia are pushed, but they managed to close it out in the end, and they take the series in 6 games. A 4-2 win for the Mages. It certainly wasn't easy. It certainly wasn't quick, but they do manage it. And so we are, of course, going to ask about an interview, but that will set the playoff field. Now, I have been sent a link that I will post in the chat from Pitcop, that he does have his playoff predictions ready. And so I will just post that. If anyone wants to fill that out, that is a $100 prize pool. Of course, it'll get posted in the Discord, I'm sure. But either way, just in case anyone's interested, there is that. As that was just a great series in the end. I mean, a great battle by Havana, of course, meeting my prediction of 4-2. But I mean, they looked good in that series. They pushed Arcadia, likely more than we were expecting, and it resulted in a pretty good series. But in the end, Arcadia were just a little bit too strong, and so we are going to have an interview, and so we will be back in just one moment. And we are back with Arcadia. It gets a little bit close, but you guys take it in 6 games. How does it feel to be in the playoffs?
You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sums it up.
Yeah, man. I'm ready to lose next week.
What? No. You guys are like favorites, aren't you?
Yeah. No, we're gonna win it all.
Oh, okay.
Not to my knowledge.
You might want to get that checked then, because I think I've seen that. I don't know.
There's always a chance for chance.
True. Chance did say in the chat that you guys
true.
sweep next week.
Oh, did he?
He did just say that, yeah.
Bold strategy.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, and Kellen is also believing.
Kellen is my husband, so that makes sense.
Fair. Now, I assume you guys kind of felt like you were favorites before this series?
Unfortunately.
No.
Okay.
It was weird going into a game, like, favored. That was a strange feeling.
Fair.
But, we did it.
Now, of course, the first 2 games were so close, OTs back and forth. And then no matter which side won, every game after that was a lot more one-sided. Why do you think that was?
I know Max was lagging a lot. He was having some connection issues and was rubber banding. And that wasn't happening early.
Fair.
So
I'm sure you saw it in the last game where the ball was slow rolling at me in the corner and I just drifted around it. I just rubber banded past the ball and I couldn't.
Fair. No, you're just practicing for the Matrix, all good.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, obviously you have that going on. You go up 3-1. It's a pretty secure lead, but once they get that game in 4-6, did you guys start to feel a little bit scared, or did you know you get it back, especially after the restart?
Scared isn't the right word. I knew, we were up. We only needed 1. And, to be honest with you, they scored really fast in that game. They got 2 in, the first 30 seconds or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just basically a stale game for the rest of the time. So it wasn't like they just, beat our ass for a game. They just got 2 in, and we couldn't fight back, let up another 1, and then scored late. But so I wasn't overly worried about it, but it was vexing. Is that the right word?
Okay. I like it.
Expand your vocabulary, kids.
True. After a nice pause, you guys are up against Hanoi next week. How do you feel about that matchup?
Yeah, I'm pooping my pants a little.
Nah, it's so easy.
Yeah.
You can totally win that. Clean sweep. Perfect sweep, 0 goals for them.
Yeah, dude. They're obviously, I would say, for most people, the favorites to win. So it's gonna kind of suck, but we're back to being the underdogs again that no one expects to win. So that's a plus.
House money. Yeah, and I mean, we'll obviously see how you guys do, but I think that's all I have for you. So, congratulations on another close win, and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you, Doggo, for streaming.
I don't thank you, Doggo.
Oh, okay.
I now hate you because you're opposition.
Oh, okay.
Don't listen to him. Yeah. Don't listen to him. We love you, Doggo.
He never answered my question.
That's true, and I think we can keep it that way, honestly. But, alright. GG's.
Thank you, Doggo.
All right, and that will do it for this series. Obviously, we can take a look at the updated bracket as the top 8 is now determined. And of course, even though it's the other league from where we're currently at, we can jump over to Pixel and see that their bracket is also determined. And so with that, the play-ins have now concluded. And we will look forward to next week when the top 8 will begin. Certainly hoping for some fun playoffs. It's been pretty fun so far, as that, of course, a pretty close series. And in Pixel, both lower seeds getting wins. So already a little bit of chaos. We'll see if it continues. But for now, that does it. We will have a break next week in which we'll have awards and all-stars. So we hope to see you back for that. And then, of course, the next week, starting on May 18th, we will begin with the quarterfinals. So we hope to see you back for all of that, but for now, your final score here one last time, Arcadia 4, Havana 2, as the Mages close out a close series and push themselves through to the playoffs. That does it for now. We'll see you next week for the All-Star break.